Hi everybody, welcome to Wildairs Tarot. My name is Tara, I'm a psychic intuitive. I am doing a reading today on your career path and any messages from your spirit guides on how to achieve financial abundance. In the following, I have 4 piles to choose from. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. Once you've selected a pile that you're drawn to or multiple, feel free to click the timestamp in the description below and we'll get straight into your reading. Hi there, pile 1. So the first thing I want you to know, and your spirit guides want you to know, is that you will find financial success and abundance regardless of what your situation is right now. As long as you get really clear about what it is that you want and really narrow down your options to one thing, you will find the abundance that you're seeking for. So the first card that came out for you was this 5 of Swords card, followed by the 8 of Wands in reverse. So with the 5 of Swords, I feel like there's some stress around whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, or like right now you're just feeling very tense, maybe financially, or there's like a situation that's going on that's making you worried. I think it's mental. I think a lot of it is an internal crisis that you're having, like, what if I'm not successful? What am I here for? And you're really pondering this question of what your life purpose is. And really, I think Spirit is just trying to tell you that you're not to rush to the finish line, that you're not there yet, and that, you know, because you got the World in the reverse, which signifies if it's upright, then it signifies the end of a journey and like the final completion. But right now it's in the reverse, which means you haven't gotten there yet. You're not to the end of your journey. You're somewhere in the middle. So, and that's okay. I think so. A few words that I was getting in terms of your career were deep sea diving, earth healing, plants and animals, and activism. So I don't know if you live near a body of water, or if you have dreams about water, or if you want to live near water or want to work in the water. But mainly what I'm getting from Spirit is that you have psychic abilities, and a lot of it is just needing to tap into your confidence in those psychic abilities, and trusting that you're not alone, that your spirit guides are always with you, and also just removing whatever blockage is keeping you from giving your all. So I would say my best piece of advice to you is to direct your focus to one thing. Get really clear about what it is that you want to pursue, and I would just pick something that you're really passionate about, or something that just makes you feel good. It doesn't have to be, okay, I'm going to do this because this seems like the most financially logical path. I think it's just about having confidence in what you love to do and knowing that you can make it financially abundant. It might require some kind of study or certification. You might have to really put your nose to the grindstone and work for a while before you get somewhere, or you might have to read books on the subject, or even write something, like starting something, getting it off the ground, and just being really diligent and really consistent with what you're trying to do. But yeah, I would just pick a concept that's fun to you. Like, are there hobbies? Is there an idea that you have in mind? And there's so many ways that our mind can create mental conflict and anguish that keeps us from really pursuing what it is that we want to do, or what makes us happy. And so, you may need to take time off from work. There may be even some kind of, because you've got this Emperor in reverse here, so this could be you, or this could be someone in your life, or it could just be a system, maybe you have an annoying boss, or maybe this is you just not taking the action that you need to take in your life. It could also indicate that you are feeling stifled in your career, or that there's some kind of maybe a system, economic system, or judicial thing. There's just a power that isn't using its full, it's not giving you what it needs to give you in terms of your abundance. So I would say be consistent. Once you do, I would even just take a moment to write down what it is that you are wanting, what it is that you have in mind, because I think that documenting it is really going to be important at this time. Sorry, my light turned off here. Let me turn that back on. There we go. But yeah, I think you have psychic abilities. I'm getting a very psychic energy from you. Even if you don't realize it, you might have communication already from spirit. And I feel like maybe there was something recently that you put a job application in recently and it didn't get through, or you're just waiting to hear back about something, or you're waiting to have a message, or maybe it's you're looking for a message, you're looking for a sign and it's just not coming through as quickly as you want it to. I think, or maybe you're just really wanting, you're wanting this success, you're wanting this end goal, and you have this vision in mind, and you just want it to happen right away. And maybe you're feeling kind of alone, as well, because you have this "you are not alone" card. Maybe it is a sense of oh, I have this idea, but I don't know who to talk to, or how to, how to get in this industry, basically. And it may take a little bit of time for you to start something. I would start with a project and just have it under your belt, and then reach out to people once you do have your clarity. So step one is just getting clear and having the confidence and having a plan in mind, and then moving forward with that plan, and then seeing a project through to its completion, or getting in the routine of doing something, whether it's starting a channel based on things that you like, or getting into social media. And you may feel overwhelmed at first, but just getting that off the ground, starting something. And if it doesn't work and you just are feeling stifled by it, then try something new. Chances are it's not for you. So, finding that thing that really lights you up. But I wouldn't force anything either. I would just let it happen sort of naturally. You do want to take action, but you don't want to, if it's not making you happy, if it's not something that you can see yourself doing consistently, then don't force yourself. And also, taking time out with friends, communicating with them about what you're going through, or finding groups of people, whether online or physically, that enjoy the same things that you do. I think that's really going to help inspire you. Or even connecting with your spirit guides as well, knowing that connection is always there, communicating with them, trusting in the messages that you receive, but not letting those messages overwhelm you either. So a lot of what I'm hearing is your financial abundance will come when you get clear about what you need, when you sit down and you really work on what it is that you want to pursue. You have a vision and you see it through. And it may take time, but I think in the end it will certainly be worth it. And I do feel that it is related to animals. I feel that it's related to something natural, something that doesn't require a lot of thought necessarily. Like, it's something that is just kind of essential to life. So yeah, again, I was hearing like, you know, ocean waters, like deep sea diving, earth healing as well. Maybe you want to start a channel, a tarot channel, or maybe you want to document animals or do animal photography, or maybe you want to work in an activist environment with animals, or, you know, gardening, landscaping, plants, being around nature, working in a fun like environment, like in a botanical garden, or even, you know, like books, working with books on animals, or like writing a book. Yeah, I don't know. But those are just some things that were coming up, you know, and again, you might need some level of certification to get to where you want to be. But I promise it'll be worth it, and you'll learn so much along the way. And just remember that, you know, you are in line to your success. You have this Triumph card. Just trust yourself and have full confidence. You know, the Strength card is here to remind you that you know, you have this psychic knowing. It's just about, you know, kind of weeding out the things that are causing this kind of inner turmoil. You know, and once you get past and you remove that block, then you can really move into this kind of flow state with something that really makes you feel good. And I would document that process, you know, whether it's through photos, whether it's writing, really document it and share it with people on platforms, so that you can feel like you're really getting a head start. So yeah, but life, you know, we're in the world. So we do have to kind of, you know, understand that there's some things that are out of our control. So once we recognize that we can't control everything, that we can't know every single outcome, we just have to have, exactly, we can't control every outcome. Time, we are not the rulers of time. Time is just part of nature. So yeah, once we work with that kind of knowing, then you'll be able to understand what, you know, what is within your control and what isn't. So yeah, I'm just gonna pull an animal card. One final message for you, pile one. What does pile one? What are their animals? Since you were getting so much animal energy, what's an animal that will help guide pile one through this maybe tumultuous or stressful period that they're going through, so that they can find their financial abundance and that practice and that hobby or that passion, that passionate state. What is it that pile one needs to know from their animal spirits? What animal spirit comes out for you? So, animal spirit that came out was peacock. Oh, wow. Okay. Peacock is a beautiful energy. That is just saying, hey, you're hot. So you're an attractive person, pile one. My guess is that you don't even realize it, or you're and it doesn't have to even be physical attraction, which peacocks are all known for their physical attraction. So there's something about you that is super magnetic, and so peacock is just saying, have confidence, and you were getting that too with I was getting that too with the Strength card, is you just absolutely are here to do something amazing, and you're supposed to strut your stuff, and let your, shake those those tail feathers, and whatever that means for you. So, all right, pile one, that is all that I have for you, and I thank you so much for joining me, and please Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. I'm going to do an extended reading for this pile as well. The link for that will be in the description box. If this resonated with you and you would like to see more of that, feel free to head on over to Vimeo for that. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. I thank your guides and our guides, Spirit, Mother Earth, and yeah, I wish you all the best. Bye! Hi there, Pile 2. So I was getting a very lively and loving energy from your reading, like almost like just a free spirit, fun-loving, like almost like a sexy vibe from you. So I don't know if you're somebody that is just super attractive, or if you're, you know, like interested in pursuing like something within the realm of like sex or fashion or attraction, or if you have like children even, like you have kids, or you will have kids, but yeah, that's just something that I was getting, like a fire sign, even like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but yeah, maybe you have an intimate friend, or like a relationship, or like a partner, and you guys are just having a lot of fun together, or yeah, I'm not sure what was coming through there. I also heard Hello Kitty, so I don't know if you have kids that are into Hello Kitty, or if you were into Hello Kitty when you were younger, or if like, yeah, I don't know what that was about. But yeah, I'm getting the sense that you're somebody who enjoys having fun. Obviously we all do, but I think either you have been partying a lot, or you've been celebrating, maybe you know, with like the holidays or something, you were just having a good time, or you're somebody who enjoys drinking, or other things. Yeah, but I think the sense of free-spiritedness is going to be really helpful, as long as you don't overindulge, because I'm hearing that overindulgence might be an issue for you, like overindulging in food or in drinks or any other thing, and I think that might be kind of making you feel a little bit closed off, or a little bit stifled, or restricted some way. But in terms of your career, I think you're gonna, this is my creatives pile, so anything to do with art, anything to do with fashion, maybe you are interested in working in the film industry, or performing on stage. Maybe you want to work in live events or in graphic design. Maybe you're currently in a position where you work with a lot of people, like you have to see a lot of people a lot, or you work in like some kind of creative capacity. Maybe you even work with children in some way. But yeah, I was hearing live events, I was hearing childhood development, or just some kind of loving and nurturing energy, music, soul, dance. Yeah, so I don't know if you're like wanting to do some kind of, maybe you're a musician or what, but yeah, you have it in your abilities to, you have this fulfillment of wishes card here, which indicates to me that you will succeed, but there's something from your past that's holding you back. So I don't know if it's a person, or a mindset, or a maybe you had a dream as a child to do something, and you are feeling like you can't achieve that childhood dream. But there is some soul work that I feel like is going to happen. You have the sacrifice card. Sacrifice, otherwise known as the Hanged Man, is all about doing the things that might feel uncomfortable at first, making those changes that are necessary in order to find your fulfillment. So if there's something from your past, maybe something that you have held on to for a long time, something that's held you back for a long time, like maybe it's insecurity, or maybe it's like alcoholism, or overindulging in anything, or maybe it's like a habit that you've formed out of some childhood trauma, or some way to cope. I feel like it is necessary to release that in whatever way you find most beneficial, and take the time that you need to reflect and have that time for that self-reflection. You really need to look at your life and examine the things that are helping you succeed and the things that aren't helping you succeed. But I think it might relate to your emotional security, like your feelings of self-worth. Maybe I think it does have a lot to do with that. Like maybe you're a little self-conscious about how you look, or the type of person that you are. Like maybe people have put you down in the past, or maybe you're insecure about your talents and about your abilities, and so you found some way to cope through that. I don't know if it's from like watching too much tarot or what, but there is a real need to give yourself time to reflect and to let go of what has been holding you back. So have things not been working out the way that you planned them to, or maybe things aren't looking exactly as you envisioned them to, and Spirit is just saying, give it time. You have these cards that are super similar. You have the Six of Cups, which is all about childhood, which is all about things from your past. And then you also have lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. So there is something about like a pattern or something from your past. So I don't know if it's like a past life, or if it's something from your physical, like your current past, like something from your childhood, or like a past relationship maybe that made you feel insecure, or something in your family, like maybe you had a loved one that passed away, and you've been struggling with that, but you're at a new beginning. You have the Page of Coins, which is all about like a new way. You're either looking for a new start, or you have started something new, and you just want to make the most of your life in terms of how you're like bringing your creations to fruition. So I think one of the things you need to know is that your success is going to come straight out of your personality. You have this just really bright energy about you. As soon as I was doing your reading, I was just getting this super fun energy. I was like, who is this? Like, I want to hang out with them. They seem like a really cool person. And so I was also like, when I was meditating on the cards, I was getting game shows, gaming, just a lot of joy. Something that maybe there is something about embracing maybe even embracing your inner child, like going back to that place of fun-loving energy. Like maybe that's what you need, in order to bring yourself to self-love. Like kids aren't born with insecurity. Kids are trained to have insecurity, and so I feel like that sort of purity about children, there's something to examine within that, whether it's your own child or your childhood. But yeah, and there is also something about needing to know that you're not just gonna wave a magic wand and create something. That creation comes out of habitual practice. So it is important to take that time that you need in order to achieve your desired outcome. So if you're an artist, because I'm getting a very creative energy from you, you know, what is it, you ask yourself, what is it that I can do each day in order to build a portfolio for myself? And it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be exactly what you envisioned, okay? It's just about, you know, maybe that's your block. You're just worried about what people are going to think of your artistry. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Spirit is with you, and spirit has your back, and everything that you create is important, and it is divinely guided. So, you know, you're in this new position, or you're seeking a new career path, and it might take some sustained efforts in order to do that. So I think maybe going back to this childlike spirit or energy, this fun-loving energy, and just looking for ways to infuse fun into whatever it is that you're doing. So I don't know if you're a server, like if you want to serve, or if you're just like wanting to work in some kind of capacity where you have to speak to a lot of people, or you're seen by a lot of people. But it is important to really look at yourself and others in this kind of almost like rose-colored glasses is what I was hearing too. Is like, you know, sometimes it can be good to put on the rose-colored glasses, contrary to popular belief, because then you get like a sort of sense of easygoing, like you just, you know, you give people the benefit of the doubt, and you just have sort of loving and accepting energy about you. I think that's important. It's just, you know, not worrying so much about it, because you are guaranteed success. You have this chest of coins here in this image, but this man, he is older. He has gone on this journey, this emotional journey. You have a lot of like waterfall energy too. I just noticed that, like, you have these two waterfalls here, and this waterfall here, and this waterfall here. Waterfalls are all about emotions, overflowing emotions. So I think it's just about not judging yourself too much, and about giving yourself that time and that space to express yourself in any way, in any form possible. Kids do it just naturally. It is innate. It is within you. You may have to retrain yourself out of these habits that you've had, that you've kind of conditioned yourself to be in, but it is going to bring you to a place of financial abundance. And right now in this period, it's just about accepting that you're not there yet. You're just at the beginning, and yeah, really just giving into that self-love will help you, and understanding that you don't have to know everything. You don't have to know every single detail about why you're doing something. Just having fun with it and enjoying every second, and getting that change in perspective, and trying to even find a place of comfort in the uncomfortability, as paradoxical as that might sound. So it might be uncomfortable at first for you to make those changes, make those sacrifices, in order to create your abundance, but you have it all within you, and you're just a really fun, enjoyable person. So I'm going to take one last little message from your spirit guides here. I'm going to take it from the Wild and Unknown Animal Spirit deck, and we're going to see what animal spirit is best going to serve you in your process of reaching career fulfillment and abundance. So animal spirits, what does pile 2 need to know about their abundance, financial abundance, career growth? What does pile 2 need to know about their path? All right. Okay, so I'm getting the dolphin spirit. So you're definitely someone who loves to play, and use that to your full advantage. Like, have fun. You know, as long as you're not overindulging, because you do have like the 3 of Cups, you have the 9 of Cups in reverse. yeah, I think maybe that as long as you avoid overindulging, but like find a way to infuse that sort of fun, loving energy, then you're going to be really successful. So tap into that dolphin energy, that pure energy of that youthful spirit is really, really going to help you. And yeah, that is all I have for you. Pile 2, thank you so much for being here. If you'd like, I'm going to do an extended reading as well. The link will be down below. So if this resonated with you and you're wanting a little bit more specific messages, I will get into that in in the extended reading. So pile 2, thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye. Hi, pile 3. How are you doing? So I can see that you have been struggling. You're having a hard time. There seems to be something going on in your life that's causing a lot of inner chaos, a lot of turmoil, and I'm really sorry that you're going through this right now. There's just a lot of conflicting energy, and I feel like it's really draining you. It's making it hard for you to stay positive and to see the bigger picture. So I don't know what exactly happened. I don't know if it was a breakup or if you're just like having trouble at work, like maybe you're having a rough boss or something. But I can see that you just really want things to go back to a sense of peace. You just really want peace in your career. You want financial stability. You know, there's something going on that's causing a lot of stress. Maybe you're having financial troubles, or you had like an argument with a coworker or a breakup. I'm seeing that like some words were said, some harsh words. And if this doesn't sound like you, then maybe this isn't the right pile. But I'm hearing that you were wounded, and you just want harmony. You want to feel at home in your own skin, at home in your life, and yeah. In terms of your career, I think Spirit's asking you to be your own boss. You received the same card twice. You received Authority and Emperor, which is you know, the Emperor card in traditional tarot, which stands for a boss energy. It's taking your skill set and using it to its fullest potential, and it's taking charge and having confidence, being able to make your own decisions, being independent, not listening to others, just making sure you are taking the necessary steps towards your future. And I think, you know, it may take time, but I think I really see for you, I really see in your future that you're going to be your own boss, that you're going to be some kind of leader in an industry. I'm not sure. I was hearing law school or like some kind of judicial process. So I don't know if you're going through like struggles with the law right now, or if you have in the past, or you are wanting to pursue law in some way. Or maybe you want to work for the city or military, or that you have worked for the city or the military. I'm also getting a lot of physical energy. So like something, maybe you're going through like a health issue or something, or you in the future want to work in health, or you're using your physical body somehow. Like I don't know if you're into a sport or in personal training. There's also a little bit of blue coming out, like when I first was pulling cards for you. So that can indicate either sadness. I'm sure you're going through a kind of a blue period right now, currently, when you're watching this. A little cold energy, but it also symbolizes the throat chakra. So maybe you are going to use your voice somehow, like using communication, being a teacher or psychologist. I feel like you're kind of a logical person. Like, I feel like you maybe overthink things a little bit. But I think it's important for you to get out of your head and into your body, and really whatever is going to boost your energy is helpful right now. So if that's like getting more rest or eating better foods or exercise, playing a sport that you like or something like that. But Spirit really wants you to know that you're going to get through this, okay? And the more confidence you have in yourself, the more positive energy you can infuse into the situation, the more you can see the lessons in this and the opportunities and the potential that you have, then the better it is going to be for you financially. I was also like hearing companies like Fortune 500, some kind of e-commerce like Amazon, retail. Yeah, I'm not really sure. There's a lot of different options here, like, you know, architecture, design, something that is very structured, something that you can have a lot of authority in. So if that's owning your own business or you know, selling things online, I'm not sure. But your abundance is going to come out of positive energy, seeking the light, seeking peace, seeking energetic fulfillment. So yeah, and I feel like you, in trying to take action, you really have, like, you have been taking steps and it just seems like everything's getting in your way. So it's causing you to have like this negative mindset, feeling down, disappointed, like doom and gloom. But this is a learning experience. It's a part of life. Reality isn't always going to meet our expectations. And so I feel like, you know, it's just making it even more heightened, like, oh, this is like, you know, what does this mean for me in my future? But it's not the end of the world. In fact, there's an opportunity to grow from all of this if you just take it in stride and seek new opportunities. I would say develop a strategy for yourself. I feel like you have this sort of ability to see what is in your best interests. You just have to really commit to that, and knowing that you are the authority and you have this power and you have this confidence, you know, and you may be wondering, you may just feel like overwhelmed with like the human experience, like, you know, but there's so many cards on the table that are just talking about the solar plexus chakra. Here you can see that she has this ball of energy on the inside, this internal energy. You've got 2 authority cards, which is really asking you to be the inner authority in your life and to not take shit from anybody. Don't let anybody, you know, be the ruler of your life. I feel like there either is somebody in your life, or it could have been, you know, something that you did personally that you feel guilty about. But I think I'm feeling that there's somebody in your life that's controlling, that's manipulative, that's harsh, and that said some really shitty things to you. You know, it just left you in this 5 of Cups energy and just feeling super like, God, just hard. You're feeling overwhelmed because I feel like there's more things are going wrong in your life than right. But those little things that are going right in your life are what you should focus on, because that's your path. That's what's leading you to the sun and to the success that you want. And trying not to get trapped in this energy, you know, whether it's getting out of your house and going for a walk. I feel like getting out of this sort of space and finding things that you enjoy is really going to be your ticket to success. So yeah, you have so much potential here for productivity. you know, and whether it's being a boss in the financial realm or just being a boss of your own thoughts and not letting your thoughts bully you, not letting your emotions run off with you, being confident, you know, being that leader and setting the example, you know, finding whatever motivation you can, what little steps you can every day, to bring yourself to a place of abundance, you know, and whatever that means for you. You know, having that willpower, and having that sort of emotional flex. Like, you know, you could be the guy who's down in the dumps, or you could be the guy who's, you know, gone through it, been put through the ringer, but still holds his head up high, or her head up high. Your hard work is not going unnoticed. I think that you've been working really, really hard. I think that you have put in a lot of time, and you just got to keep going with it. You know, Spirit wants to pull you out of the gutter and is asking you to listen to your own voice, and never to doubt yourself. If you trust tarot, you should trust yourself even more, and then you can build your own empire from that. So, trying to think if there's any more messages coming through. Yeah, I think that's all that I have for you, pile 3. I'm really rooting for you here. Spirit is rooting for you. I'm gonna pull an animal card here just to see if any animal spirits are gonna come through with a message for your situation. I'm sorry that this has been taking a toll on you emotionally. I think it's gonna take you stepping up into your power. You know, like, remember who you are. Knowing who you are, trusting the voice that's in you, and making sure that you are putting in that effort, and really taking charge of your life in a positive way. Okay. Don't let your past experiences define your future. Okay. Your future is for the taking. It's your success. It is going to come straight out of your physical body in your physical moment. It's all about the moment. It's all about taking the bull by the horns, and really making the changes in, like, the physical realm that you want to take. You know, I feel like that's really going to help you. So, Spirit, what does pile 3 need to know about their finances? Why are they struggling financially? And what can they do to get out of this strife, to get out of this grief? How can they be that inner authority in their life? How can they best avoid this 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups conflict and get back to this sense of well-being? Spirit, what animal will help? Wow, look at that. The golden egg. Wow. This is insane. The synchronicity here is crazy. So the golden egg is, again, it's just reiterating the solar plexus chakra. I'm going to actually get the book out for this one, because I feel like coming straight from Kim Kranz is going to be important. So let's see. So this is from the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal Oracle deck. And this particular card is the golden egg. It's relating to, I want to say it relates to the solar plexus chakra. It's actually, okay, so it's the 4th chakra, which is your heart chakra. So the subtle essence of the golden egg is nested deep within the heart at the 4th chakra. The chakra is the home of the self, the home, longing for a home within yourself, in your soul. By bringing the mind into the center, we discover a portal to the most intimate and luminous space. It is said our inner guide sits there deep in meditation waiting for us. It's the message of your heart. So what is your heart saying? Listening to your heart and not being overwhelmed by this by the physical world and by the things that are happening around you, because Spirit's got your back. Spirit is there, and there is going to be you're going to need some time to like really sit and listen and find a bit of rest, whether it's through meditation or some kind of practice of contemplation. Just breathing and just being with your physical body is really going to help you to find the clarity that you're looking for. And it might not be like a thought, it's probably not going to come. It's not going to come from thoughts. It's going to come from feeling at ease. True knowledge is not necessarily what our brain is telling us. It's more than that. So so your financial abundance is going to come from that confidence that you have in yourself and in your feelings. So I'm so sorry that you've been going through this rough time. I hope that this brought you some ease and some clarity. And if you like this, then please subscribe. And if you want an extended reading, I'm going to link one down below. Any personal readings as well, you can reach out to me. But I wish you all the best. And until next time, take care. Hi, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. So I want to start off by saying that it looks like you've been working really hard lately, and that you might be a little bit burnt out and needing to take some time out to do some healing. I also want to say that you have a really pure heart. I feel like you're somebody who is very caring, very thoughtful, and empathetic. You might even have a little bit of a sixth sense, or just like be very in tune with the energy of other people, or just like really care about other people. I also am thinking that you might even have possible love interests right now, because you do have some love cards here. But yeah, I'm just getting a lot of sweetness from you, like some feminine energy, and you might be just have worked really, really hard at your job where you're at right now, and you're just needing time to take a break. Spirit's really emphasizing that with the Four of Swords in reverse. And also with this discontent and boredom, I think you are just like in this position where you're just like feeling dissatisfied with your position right now, like where you're at in your life, and what you might be doing for a living is just not fulfilling you. And so you're kind of considering, your prospects. At the center of your reading, you have this deep cellular healing card. And then below that, you have the card of partnerships and alliances next to the King of Cups. So a lot of emotional security coming in for you. You might even meet somebody who's helping you get through this process internally, like a lover, friend, or you might be like getting professional help for whatever you're going through, whether you're like going through a physical ailment or emotional, spiritual. You might be like just seeking help from your spirit guides, or you might be taking time to really heal yourself. And you're also looking at the fruits of your labor here. You've got this Nine of Pentacles, which is showing me that you have worked really, really hard, that you have a lot of achievements, and that you're just kind of assessing what's valuable to you. Interestingly, you have a couple of synchronicities in your cards. You have the Emperor twice on either side. On either side of your reading, you have the Emperor. And then you also have the moon twice. You have it upright and reverse. Now, this card is really unique. If you look closely at it, you can see that there's two raccoons. There's one that's looking at the moon in the water, and there's one that's looking at the real moon here. And so you have one moon that came out upright, and then you have one moon that came out in the reverse. So there is this kind of duality happening here, and I'll kind of get into that in a little bit. But essentially, the Emperor is saying that right now you're either feeling as though you need to take action, or you already have been taking action and making those bold choices towards your future. But you're also, Spirit's asking you to breathe in with the moon. It's emphasizing this mystery, this unknown, this kind of, you might have a little bit of fear about that, or just a little bit of confusion. And Spirit's asking you to embrace that and to find comfort in the mystery and the not knowing, and just to move confidently and clearly towards your goals regardless of whatever you might be thinking logically. And also to embrace your authenticity. You're somebody who has very pure intentions. You're a giving person. I feel like, you just have a pure heart. And there is a little hint of confusion here. I feel like one day you might feel really good, really clear about your path, optimistic, and then the next it's just cloudy, you're feeling low energy, unsure about your motivations. With the healing card, Spirit's asking you to really invest in a wellness routine, or sorry, I have a clock here. There we go. That's just confirmation from Spirit saying, hey, yep, this person definitely needs to find some way, whether it's your own personal journey or whether it's seeking that professional advice or counsel. So that call in that help, if it's family member or a spiritual guide. I think that would be really beneficial for you right now. You may be asking yourself, like, why don't I have this energy to go forward? Or maybe and you're like, yeah, I've been working my ass off and I'm not feeling good. And so it's just leaving you down, or confused, stuck, feeling lost, or even suffering. But Spirit's just telling you it's like the ebb and flow of life. We all go through periods like that, and it's momentary and it will pass. It's just a phase that you're going through. I am a firm believer that anytime you're feeling frustrated with yourself, anytime you're feeling sad, it's just, your body and your mind's way of asking you to be more gentle, and to not go overboard with like the breaks and the resting, but so to obviously take action, but also to go easy on yourself mentally. The more anger you have, the more it's a sign that you need to be generous with kind, compassionate, loving words and feelings and actions towards yourself. So I'm kind of like, I was getting a childlike energy here, like almost like, because the moon is like, I see the moon as a goddess, and I see the moon as a motherly energy, a nurturing energy that may be representing you. I feel like maybe you have like almost like parents, like you have the Emperor, who's like the father card, but then you have the moon, which is like the mother. So you might just have like a balanced feminine masculine energy, or you might have a mother and father that are playing a significant role in your career and your future, physically, or even spirit guides. You might have like a feminine and a masculine spirit guide. But I feel like if I were just to examine this from the perspective of you, I would say that it's just asking you to have that balance, to have that balance between taking a little bit of action every day, to have a plan, to have a structure, but also to recognize when you're burnt out and to give yourself those breaks, and to not beat yourself up for taking those breaks when you need them. I feel like, I was getting this like metaphor, this allegory of you being like a child who's just been up all night, and then you still want to go out and play, but your mom's like, hey, whoa, slow down, give it a rest. You're going to make more progress when you have enough energy for it. It's just about, it's like spirits like maybe slowing things down and like making, it's just cause and effect ultimately. Like if you've been working really hard, you can't expect yourself to just keep going and keep going and keep going, especially if you're not feeling passionate about your job right now. Your structure, your sense of structure, and your planning is really emphasized in here right now, and just remembering to balance the two. So the word, I use a random word generator for your pile as well, and the word I got for you was transform. So in terms of your career, because you're probably like wondering, what am I going to do in life? Like, where am I going to end up? What is the ultimate goal? Where, what is going to bring me the most financial success in the future, or maybe you have an idea of what you want to do and you're just like, can I pursue this? Like, realistically, am I going to make money out of this? So the word transform may indicate that you would be best suited for healing arts, working in health or medical fields, if that's something that is, appealing to you. If not, then just throw that aside because it's not for you. I was also hearing communication, and I was hearing the words communication and heart-centered for your career. So either you work in communication, like in some field of like media, like marketing, or something, that is related to transforming other people, like a stylist, a hairstylist, or something that's just heart-centered. Heart-centered, something that's giving, that helps you connect with others on a deeper level, like helping others, helping uplift of others somehow. Through communication or healing. And so I also, the reason I think I was hearing those words, communication, heart-centered, may have less to do with what Spirit's trying to tell you about your future, and more to do with what advice it's trying to give you. So a lot of people, including myself, like, I understand this perspective of just wanting someone to tell me what my future is going to hold. I want, like, as humans, we feel a little bit more comfortable feeling certain and knowing what knowing what is going to happen, and being clear about our path. But truthfully, I think Spirit's asking you to give yourself that clarity that you're seeking, and those answers that you're looking for in other things. So you'll know which path to pursue. It's just about having the courage to trust yourself. Do you want to follow, or do you want to lead? Clearly you have leadership energy here. You have the Emperor on either side of you, and the Moon, which is the mother, which is also a ruling card. The Moon rules over us in a subtle way, in mysterious ways. So I think you don't even understand the full scope of what power you have, what potential you have within you. And it's really about recognizing and making those changes in your life for your best wellness, so that you can get to this place where you feel 100% confident. If you're not 100% confident, you don't trust your abilities, you don't trust yourself, that's an indication that you need to take the time to work on that, to work on building up that trust for yourself. So whatever you need to do, whether it's seeking counsel, like counseling, or whether it's having a practice, a spiritual yoga routine or meditation, or even just like reading books about self actualization. There's certain people that help me, like Wayne Dyer, I found very helpful. Michael Brown is another author that I enjoy. But really, it's just about you. It's about your personal journey. So whatever it takes, and just knowing that and having that faith and that confidence that everything you're doing is going to work out in your best favor if you take the action and also take the rest that you need. So, the Emperor isn't worried. He knows exactly what the best course of action is to take. And right now you're in this process of becoming that boss. You know, one day you might even lead a group of people or be an expert in some industry, but right now you just are this Page of Cups. You just, you know, you have this youthful energy, you have maybe a youthful mindset, like a starter card. You're like at the beginning of this, you know, you're like, okay, all right, I have this passion, and, you know, maybe even some savings, and it's just Spirit's time, you know, Spirit's just saying, hey, it's time to take actions to make your dreams a reality, and but do it at your own pace and have patience with the process. So yeah, that is all that I have for your reading. I am gonna pull one more card just to see if Spirit has any further advice to give you, so hold on here. So I'm going to be pulling an animal spirit for you from the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal Oracle deck from Kim Kranz. And I'm just going to see if there's any kind of animal energy or particular primal like energy spirit, or, you know, something, I don't know, I don't know why I'm having trouble saying this. Spirits, what does pile 4 need to know in terms of their financial abundance and their career? What is it that Spirit pile 4 needs to know from the animals, from nature? What animal would help guide them through this process of healing and transformation? Okay, aw, that's sweet. So you do have a lot of water energy in this pile. I don't know if you're a water sign or if you're just feeling like very emotional right now. But otter is all about playing. And that's funny because I was getting like, I was getting that like allegory about like you being a kid and just wanting to play, or like being, you know, and your mom's like, stay inside. So, yeah, I think, oh man, just having fun with the process is really going to help you, and enjoying it as much as you can. I think a lot of people get stuck in their logic mind and they're like, okay, this is the best course of action to take. You know, if I take X, Y, and Z steps, then I'm going to end up here. But truthfully, I think we're on the right path when we're happy, when we're enjoying what we're doing, and you know, it's not all about work, you know, that saying from The Shining, all work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy. You need that time to go out with your friends, to enjoy nature, and to just have fun with it. So infusing joy in everything that you do, and finding that healing routine and that practice and that strategy that you can really go after. So Spirit really wants you to go after your dreams and what makes you happy. Yeah. All right, pile 4, that is all that I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you liked it, feel free to subscribe to my channel, or reach out if you want a personal reading. I'm also going to do an extended reading for this if you felt like this resonated, but you're wanting a little bit more in depth on what your career and financial situation holds, then I will be pulling more cards for that and the extended. There will be a link in the description below. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, and I wish you all the best in your future. So take care.